Everyone, in this video we will solve this particular problem. We will be modeling this particular part using Creo Parametric. We can see the shape looks somewhat like this. We have the front view, which is in half section, which is visible like this. We have a pipe with a little straight cross section, rounding off here with a radius of 26, then again a straight one for 15. We have flanges over both its ends, and the flange cross section for this one, it looks like this. For this one, in the top view, it appears like this. So we have 4 holes on the 4 corners for this, and the details of the fillets are 42. The distances between the holes is 26, and the diameters. Okay, so here the holes are slightly different. So we have counter bore kind of holes with diameter 3 at the bottom and diameter 6. Okay, and if you watch closely here, these are these are outer ones are dotted, which means the outer one, the larger circle, is on the lower part. Okay, and the same we can see here in the cross section also, it is visible. So zoom it in. Okay, so you can see the dotted shape over here. So this larger diameter is on this side, and the smaller diameter is visible over here, and that's why the inner circle is dark, whereas the outer one is dotted. If you see over here, the lower one is not visible here, but we can understand it from the hidden edges over here that this is indeed like that. The depth of the counter bore is 1, which is of 6 diameter. Okay, so let's go ahead and start drawing this. Place it into A. All right, so let's go ahead and start doing this. So once again, I'll have to select the working directory in a folder of my name on my desktop. This is where I choose to save all my files. Then I'll choose a new file, part, and give it a name. This is class 4, the third problem. So this will open a new part file with default settings. So once it is open, we can go ahead and do this. So what kind of features are we going to use for this? You can see that the cross section is like a pipe, and there is a profile on which this cross section has to get extruded, or it has to sweep that particular cross section. So in such cases, we have a ready-made option here called the sweep. So in order to use the sweep, okay, let me get back on the planes first. I will create this like this. So I'll choose the front plane here, and I'll create the profile first. So I'll choose this, then I'll go for sketch. If the diagram doesn't reorient properly, just click on this, and you're ready to go. Okay, so first let me create this radius of 26. I'll create a circle with this point, and I'll just need to draw a vertical line from here, and a horizontal line from here. So I'll just need to trim these parts of the circle. This is the cross section, the center line. You can see that is the sweeping path. So this radius has to be 26. This has to be 15. This okay, just zoom to fit. This length also has to be 15. Just zoom again. So this is our profile, or the path on which the cross section is going to sweep. So once we have completed this, just click on OK to come out of this. Now we will have to create the cross section. Now to create the cross section, we will need a new plane over here on which we can create the cross section. So let us create a plane. Select this line over here, and we want the plane to be normal to this. Then press Ctrl and click this point, which will make the plane with normal to this line and passing through this. So once the constraints are created, the OK button will appear here. You just click on it, and we can see that we have a plane. So this plane is exactly at the end point of this, and it is normal to this line and passing through this endpoint. So let's proceed with the creation of the cross section. We'll again have to go for sketch. I will have to choose this plane, click sketch. If it is not reorienting, of course you can click this. So our starting point is over, so it's over here. So I'll take circle. I think we'll need a reference here, so let's go for references button here. Choose this line, this point. Okay, once the point comes here, click close. Now when I choose circle, you can see my point is snapping to that exact endpoint. So this is how it is supposed to be. Draw two circles, one for the inside, one for the outside. So what are the diameters? So inner one is 21, so the smaller one, let's make it 21 diameter. This is the one. Then the other one, the outer one, we'll have to make it as 29. You can see over here. So this is 29. So the inner is 21, outer one is 29. So we have now both the sketches which are required for creating the sweep. So we have the profile on which the sweep is going to take place, and we also have the cross section on which will sweep. Now let us take the option sweep, take the feature sweep. Now first thing he is asking is to select the trajectory. So let's just click on the trajectory, and then we will have to choose the cross section. So section sketch, right. Now we can see that our trajectory, the path on which our cross section will be swept, is ready. So with this we can directly go for the sweep feature. First it is asking us to select the trajectory, so click on this to choose the trajectory. Once you click on this, you can see the starting point and ending point are appearing like this. Now the next step for us is to create a sketch. So here in the section you will get an option of sketch, and that sketch will appear wherever this arrow will be shown. Okay, so let's click on sketch, and you can see the sketch is appearing over here. Let us reorient our sketch properly so that we can start with it. Now let us create two circles, one for inside, one for outside. So the outer one, we can see this is 29, so let's change it to 29. Sorry, it's 29. And then the inner one is supposed to be 21, so let us change this to 21. So both the diameters have been fed. Now if I click OK, we can see the sweep is happening. Yes. We are beginning here and we are sweeping all the way throughout the trajectory. So click OK to finish it. So the next step for us is to create these flanges. Okay, so these flanges we will create on this face. So select that face, then go for extrude. Once again, if the view is not reorienting, you can just reorient it, and we will need a reference for this. So take a reference, choose circle as reference, click close. So you can see that circle is not available as a reference point, its center point is also available. So we will use that to create a center rectangle with both the sides equal. Fine, so this side should be equal to this side. So when it moves, it has to move like a square. Now for this, you can see that this length here is 36, and that's it. That's all we will need. So click OK. Oh, so the hole needs to be present. So we'll have to go back to the sketch and create this circle as well. So let me choose the edge here. Let me press Ctrl and click both these points, click OK. So now you can see that there is a hole. We want to extrude it on this side. We are coming down from 15, so that is a distance of 5. So let's make it 5, and this is what we got. The next thing is to apply fillets. You can see the fillet is radius 2 on all the sides. So let's go ahead and apply the fillets. First, press Ctrl if you want the radius of the fillets to remain the same. Press Ctrl and go on selecting all the edges. Once all the edges are selected, you can see there is only one set, and for all the sets I can change the radius at once when I change it from here. So click OK. Now we will need to create the 4 holes, and the holes need to be bottom oriented, right? So they need to be counterbored from bottom. So let us select this face, go for a sketch. Once again, for this sketch I will need some references. So I'll just take this circle as a reference, click OK. Now the center point is available here, you can see. I will choose rectangle, construction rectangle. With this point I will create a slightly larger, which will be sufficient. So let me create a large one. Only thing I have to ensure that it is a square. So we see that the distance here is 26. So that will now make it appear like this. Now we will need to create the holes on these 4 corners. To easily do that, we can just place datum points on these 4 points, and this datum points will create on 4 points. And when you come out of the sketch, these datum points will be visible even after you come. So when you click OK, you can see the 4 points are visible. This is how it needs to be. So once you have got that, select the sketch and click on the hole. So when you click on the hole, all the 4 points will be selected and you will start applying the dimensions. So go for shape. Here you can select what all dimensions you want. So of course we need it to be drilled, and we need to be counter bore. Now the larger diameter is 6. The larger diameter is 6, which is here. The smaller diameter is 3, which is here. And this is to next or through all, you can select. The depth here has been given as 1, which is shown over here. So 1 depth. So 6 large diameter, smaller diameter 3, depth of 1, and the hole is through all. So all the same 4 holes will be applied at all the places. You can see here the 4 points, the holes have been applied. Now click the mid mouse button anywhere you have been drawing a diagram, or you can just click on this OK button to come out of. So we can see that we have applied all the dimensions on this part, right? So now the same set of features need to be applied on this side also. Okay, so a shortcut is also available. For that, what we will have to do is we will have to select all the features that we want to recreate as it is on this side, and then we have to right click and click copy. Next, what we have to do is select this face, right click and choose this paste option. Now it will provide us with some options. Choose partially dependent copy, partially dependent, click OK and click yes. Now one by one we will have to select the reference points that we have selected while creating these parts. So the first thing is, of course, to select this face. This is the face on which we want to create the extrude, and then we will have to choose a reference plane perpendicular to that. It is already chosen, so click on sketch. Now it will ask you to place the cross section. Fine. So we will have to place, let us click here, and then we will have to constrain it properly. Okay, the constraint has not happened automatically. So what we'll do is we will choose the references button over here and click on this circle or this point, click close. Now that this point is available, we will constrain these two. So click on this coincide, click this and click this. So now that now sketch is constrained, click OK. Now you can see the extrude is happening on the outer side. We need to make it on the lower side. So click lower side, click OK. And with this you can see the fillet has already been applied. It has identified all the fillets and applied them. The next step it is asking is to create this sketch which we had created for the holes. So for the holes we had selected the bottom face. It has already been selected, and then for a reference we will have to choose a perpendicular plane. So just go ahead and choose this, continue, okay, then go for sketch, and once again it will ask us to place this. So let us just place it somewhere, and once again we wanted this point to coincide with this what is it, the center point. So we'll again have to go for references, and we'll have to click on this point. Planes are coming and disturbing me. Let us hide the planes and choose this point. Okay, so choosing that point will bring us this point. Click close. Now this point and this point should coincide. So choose the coincide constraint, click on the 2 points, and now you can see that the plane has been applied. Yes. Now click OK, and you can see the holes have been applied. We just need to click OK. So this way you can copy any number of features that you have already created on a similar plane. The only thing is you will have to choose the reference planes correctly in the correct order. If you make one mistake, it will all be gone and you will have to restart. So hope that you have understood this correctly. If you are unable to use the copy feature, there is always the option of recreating those same dimensions one by one once again on this face. It's up to you. So when we see here, we can see, let us just compare it with the diagram that has been given, and we see that it has been created exactly as we were asked to. So that's it for this video. We will see you in another one with more questions like this. If you have any questions that you want us to solve, let us know in the comments. Please subscribe to the channel, and of course share it with all your friends who might be in need of this. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.